All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
How is everyone today? Oh, Coop's got to come out of the closet. Bam! What's happening? I
I
like the new circles.
I see my baby girl.
Miss Kinley in the house. I
Yeah.
got the Tickles is here, Kinley. Wonder if she'll let me get her so I can get her a close up. I'll try here in a second. She probably won't let me. She's probably irritated this morning. Come here, baby. Come on. Oh, she let Dad get her. Say hi to Kinley. Say hi to Kinley. Tell him hi. Oh, there comes Blue. Good morning, fly on the wall. Johnny Five in the house. What's up, brother?
Tim, Jen, Thunder,
Good morning, Tim. Jen.
Tammy,
All right. And
Fly.
I'll let you what's up, bud? Ooh, I'm wondering how this is going to be interesting with the playing a video, having these little round circles. I like these circles. What do you think?
I like them.
It doesn't take up the whole screen anymore. I like it. I like it. What's the chat think? Hey, chat, what do you think about the new circles? I like it. Yeah. Oh, you talking to him, Blue?
Blue's like, show me off, Dad.
Yeah. He won't get on my finger. He won't bite me. They just gonna have to look at him in the background, right, Blue? Oh, 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 yeah. You know, you don't need my glasses. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna let you talk.
Robert.
I'm gonna let you talk to the posse while I go snag some stuff from the YouTube world and get it ready.
Alrighty. Miss Lisa. Good morning, everybody. How's it hanging? Just another day in the country. I hear that.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the shelf off the top of my desk. That way I can move stuff around.
Put
So
your
I
new
have
stuff on.
well that too, but where I have my uh, camera, it blocks part of my screen because it's in front of the screen, the monitor. So it's kind of a pain in the ass having to look around shit. Why can't I find her stuff? Uh, maybe if I do that, maybe that might help a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There she is. There she is. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. But we will. But bam. Drag and drop, baby. Drag and drop. Yeah. And we'll go full on retard with that screen. There we go. Yeah, we'll go right here. You're supposed to be talking to the people.
Well, the people aren't talking.
You over
Except to
there?
each other.
You over there sleeping? All right. Hopefully this doesn't come in yet until I pull it in. Damn it! You're not supposed to.
What did everybody think about Shara's drop? Who has seen it yet?
Oh, good morning, Robert. Jen Thunder. All right. Okay, chat. Me and the Miss Georgie girl, we're going to play this video for y'all, and we're not really interested in the sound of it, the audio of it. We're more interested in the juicy gossip that's been posted, the text messages and the messenger messages from Bubbles, Patty, and Lynut. All right. You ready, youngin?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got quiet on me. Did I do something to upset you?
No, I was reading my daily prayer. I do it every morning with you.
All right. To yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, we're gonna get into this. I keep on. Just remember, Kinley, you're help feeding the baby birds.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this. Bye-bye.
It was a lot of info to take in, that's for sure.
Can you see that, girly girl?
Yes.
All right. I do love these new toys with Restream. All right, guys and gals, we're going to go over this video. It's 14 minutes long. It's probably going to take us at least about an hour because we're going to stop and read some stuff and talk about it along the way. So buckle up, buttercups.
Yes, and Jen shared the link to Legal Vice's channel. We're trying to get him to 100,000.
You don't have to. If you want to talk here, that's fine. Right. We're on the line.
Oh, now that's fantastic. It's blurred.
Man, the mosquitoes are horrible. My legal team sent.
Now that's just absolutely sucky. Maybe I shrink it down and maybe we can see it better. Well, then I can't see it at all. Well, there we go. Now, what are we going to do now, young lady? Because I can't see it. Georgie.
I wonder if the circle has anything to do with the focus.
I don't think so. I'll go. Because I don't. Okay. I'm looking at it over on my other monitor where it's not on Restream. And it's blurry over there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
maybe it's...
What I should have done is I should have just grabbed all these screenshots last night.
We'll see if it's blurry on my end.
Because when I was reading it on the TV, it was reading just fine. Oh, maybe I can. Okay, let me go check the. Let me check the quality. Let's see what happens here. Now look at there. We got her now. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but over here on my side, can you see it okay over there?
Yeah, it's Bruce and a thumbs up, and then Patty said Please join this chat for tonight's streaming.
Yeah.
We just need Michelle here, and you are good to go.
All right. So there, what it was is my settings weren't set on auto. They were set on 720p, which was a downgraded thing. So I just set it at 1440, which is HD. So now we can read her just fine. All right. Time to move on.
A clip of Jeremy.
Oh, here we go. Just chat for tonight's streaming. We just need Michelle here. Go ahead.
We just need Michelle here, and you are good to go. I'll check in as I can. What time is it supposed to start? Bruce said now. Can someone get the one CPS report Michelle shared in the other chat?
Okay, this is where they're trying to gather evidence to put on the fleas to try and debunk Jeremy. I got to shut that sucker off. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
Call you and turn me in for this stuff.
Is there a PDF of it or a JPEG I can share? This is Bruce. I can share a link and they can play it. I'll say we're trying to get copies of all the other 21. Michelle said I just got it.
Now, what do you think they're doing?
Please.
Oh, go ahead.
They're plotting.
Yep.
They're plotting.
They're showing conspiracy right here. They're trying to gather evidence to debunk Jeremy any way they can. And basically, this is Patty. This is the one that sent her the money right in the very beginning, remember? For the lawyer. Georgie.
Yeah. This whole video will show the perfect behavior of Bruce's behavior.
I said earlier, Mr.
Come here! No!
Oh, this is Michelle asking for permission to talk to the people in the chat. Are you there, Georgie?
Yes, I am. Michelle says, can I thank people on chat or just no? John had called me. Patty said, let Bruce thank them on your behalf, my opinion. Bruce said, just at name and thank you. Nothing more. Okay, better not.
This is basically where Bruce and them are telling her what she can and can't say. Now that's funny as shit right there. What do you think, Georgie?
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious they're controlling her.
Well, they know if they let her just run wild, she's going to say all kinds of freaky shit. Oh, my God. I'll be right back.
Spliffy! Miss Sharon! Gary! James Barron! My Nikki! You're not late, darling. We're just getting started.
Bam, bam. You ready, ready, ready?
Let's go.
All right.
She can't be controlled. She's just on pause. Then they'll want more. Okay. Bruce says, you're a celebrity, but we don't want to embrace that. If you put names here, I can mention it specifically to thank people.
All
Patty
right, right,
says that is a great idea.
right then and there. They've always stated what? She is not a public figure. This is them openly
She's a
admitting.
private person.
This is them openly admitting she is a public figure. She is a celebrity.
Yep.
Wow. The plot thickens. What's your ideas there, Georgie?
Everything they have said is being debunked.
Can we say debunked?
Absolutely. Pause for a second, please.
I did.
Yeah, guys, we're not going to discuss that here, please. If y'all want to know what's going on, go ask Tat. But that will not be brought up here, please, and thank you. Love y'all. Michelle says Landon admitting he bought alcohol and they drank it. Now that's referring to Lloyd. Patty says, oh, this is huge. Put it there. News break. Bruce said, is this a new text? Michelle says, yes, this morning. Bruce says, elaborate on what he's saying.
This is where Bruce is fixing to bribe the kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to start offering him money for recordings, anything he can get against Jeremy so they can put it on the fleas.
And the dumbass goes, well, if he accepts it, it's not a bribe. The fuck?
When you
Are you
pay
that
money,
ignorant? Sorry.
for what? I want you talking. You kind of getting quiet over there.
I spoke over you.
That don't freaking matter. I do it to you all the time. We'll get used to this.
Hi, Wise Angel. So this is Landon saying to Michelle, so you dug through the garbage just to get bottles to prove a point is kind of wild. And no, he never bought us alcohol. I can say that he didn't buy it for us. He bought it for himself and we took some. There's a difference. And he didn't steal it. It's my Under Armour bag. It's like an $87 bag when I bought it. Should have seen when I texted him.
Well, it's something else. Landon's actually standing up to his grandmother, putting her in her place. That's your cue.
Yeah.
Well, you're not in it today.
I ain't been in my head all morning.
Hey.
Mama Coop!
Hey, babe.
Bruce says they make money off of WTH and are not allowed to enable anyone from our side to interfere. Patty sent a thumbs up. Michelle said, Bruce, please show those texts. Me saying I'll help Lloyd and am nice to him. Should I tell her to show Landon's? Bruce says. About having the about having the full call with JH. Lied. And JH lied.
This is showing a clear blueprint of them trying to make her look like she's not the bad guy.
Yep.
Just show the good stuff. Don't show the bad stuff. Edit that out.
Uh-huh.
Beam
Oh.
footage.
There it is. Lynette says to Lloyd, help you and I will, no matter how negative you are to me and how bad you treat me, I will still help you, period. You are wrong about my grandchild. Absolutely wrong. You'll have to let me know if you want me to go in and spray it, wash your bedding, and get everything cleaned up for you. He says, I don't want you to go in there at all.
See the red arrow? I believe Shara put that, proving that Lloyd had no intentions of selling these people that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he was planning on selling it to them, why would it matter if they were going in there or not?
Exactly.
If he hasn't and isn't trying,
Isn't lying.
that's why I'm
Those-
having you read.
Patty said those messages with turtle background. Bruce screams at them, I want Landon's audio file. Michelle says, I just messaged him again, Bruce. Bruce says, I will keep saying it. Michelle says, this is all I can do.
That's he wants that video. He wants that audio recording so bad. He's just
He
drooling.
loses it. He flips out on all of them here in a minute.
A lot of low line of water.
Georgie.
I'm waiting for it to focus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Every time you hit pause, it takes a minute for the video to focus.
Oh, that's right, because you're on that side, I'm on this side, so it's faster for me than it is you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know to wait before I jump on you.
Now this is Lacey, Lynette, Michelle, whatever the hell y'all want to call the heifer, messaging Landon on Tyra's phone. Says we're online. He's offering you $50 for the recorded call with Jeremy. Landon, he isn't doing prank calls. I'm not doing prank calls. He will Venmo you $50 tonight for recorded call unedited with you and JH. Sorry, I was wrong. 100 is what he's offering.
Man, he's wanting that shit bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. My goodness.
You know what? It's funny that he had all this money to pay off Landon to lie. Lynette, one of Lynette's daughters was in the haters chat last night. If it was actually her, they obviously paid her off to say something in favor of Lynette. He spent all his money paying off the fucking witnesses. Now these are witnesses that was originally going to speak on this side. He literally tampered with the witnesses. Literally. Like, you can't make this shit up.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm going to be surprised if he winds up just losing his license or ends up in jail. I mean, some of the stuff he's doing, if he doesn't wind up in jail, I bet he gets sanctioned the shit. I mean, they're going to sanction the hell out of it.
Hold on, Wise Angel. Just wait. Just wait. This gets better. Like, she videoed herself in his fucking camper.
Forehead. So you want to cover your eyes and boom, right over top.
If Bruce says, if Landon takes $100 to send an audio file, it is not bribery. Please, Hell's bribed him. We're not. Patty unsent a message. I wonder what she deleted. Because Bruce told her she was incorrect.
I'm sorry. I don't understand something. If so-called, from what they're saying, Jeremy paid him, and that's a bribe, but what they're doing is not a bribe. How is that?
Jeremy never paid this boy. Jeremy never gave him a dime. He called Jeremy to help him get the hell out of there.
Yeah, Jeremy don't pay anybody anything. I mean, this is clearly showing a bribe on the way, and it even gets better.
Lacey says something, and it's redacted. Please say my daughter was so happy before he destroyed our lives. And then Bruce says he's asking me to call. I said to ask you my number so he can see it's correct. Text him my number. This is Bruce is referring to Landon.
Yep.
Exactly, see, girl. A bunch of thumbs up. Bruce said, shit, accident.
Now in the blue, I'm thinking that's Shara.
Yeah. She said, thought you were losing it. I don't think he ever had it, Shara.
Haven?
Haven, yes.
Oh, Haven.
Yes,
okay, thank you.
Bruce says, but I think that was before he called. Listen, I allowed Landon to possibly record me, offering him $100 for the video of his call. Would I do that if there were something wrong with it? Would I allow Landon to record me doing something that would then hurt me when he shares with JH? Please already. Patty says, absolutely not, Bruce. You would not. Bullshit.
They are clearly wanting this recording bad. Anything to show Jeremy up. And if you guys notice, I don't think there ever was anything played on the fleas, were there?
No. Good morning, Lisa and Gary and my ammo.
Now, guys, I'm not watching the chat right now because I'm doing other stuff while we're doing this. So please forgive me. You all are appreciated. And just because I'm not seeing you right now, doesn't mean I don't love you. So just bear with us.
I got you, chat.
You ready, girl?
Yep, let's do it.
You think I briefly just tell us like quick backstory, everything that happened, and things that like
I don't even know.
And Bruce says, and screaming, I want that mother video. I don't know. Is that Patty still? Take a 5-second break and call me, Bruce. Bruce says, not now. Patty says, then take a breath. We know the urgency and we all want it to happen.
Oh my
Guys,
goodness.
good morning, Cynthia and Papa Jim, Miss PJ.
He's clearly getting frustrated. He's using all caps now. He is getting aggravated. That is
He
so
did,
funny.
Sharon. He absolutely did. Please remember, guys, we are Team Hells. We believe nothing this cunt says. We're just reading what's here.
All
know
right.
what happened? So because I don't know why they're saying I hit her or anything like that. I don't. Once in a blue moon, she gets a spanking. That's it.
Bruce
All right.
says,
Hold on a second there, Georgie. All right, chat. If you guys aren't subscribed to Shara, this is her video. And if you guys want to take a chance, if you like her content, if you want to see more evidence dropped by her, please go over and subscribe to her channel. One of the mods can put the link down there for you guys. She's been releasing all kinds of evidence that I'm pretty sure Bubbles is freaking throwing a head gasket over. Okay, I'm done. That's you, George.
sorry, Landon decided to roll my living room. Okay. Bruce says, Michelle, text him again and see if he's planning to send me his Cash App and the link. Use your influence as his helping grandma. Or use your influence as helping his grandma. Michelle says it's a phone recording. They record every call. Bruce says he said it's a video, like open air from one phone recording. They call on the other speakerphone. Anyway, he's supposed to send link. Please ask if he is going to, or if he was trying to just get me on some recording to share with JH, thinking that me offering him $100 to send the file is something that could be used against me.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Mama Palmers.
Oh, wow. This is something else.
Very
One.
light, but otherwise, I don't really discipline. That's the problem. I tell her to stop, and I yell, and we're working with that. And I ask.
I'm not sure where this is. Oh. Landon says, I don't want the videos being used against me for me saying what I said on your property. And then you already saying that you'll just take me to court. I don't know if I'm going to trust it. Because like you said, I am going to take everyone to court. Doesn't matter who anyone goes against you in this case. That's eye-opening.
Uh-huh. He knows. He's scared, and I don't blame him one bit, because she did say that. She's going to sue every damn body that's involved.
Yes, we read some of the messages with Lloyd. That was at the beginning of the video.
This is wild, because her own grandchild is actually scared of her being taken to court. That is some sad shit right there, boy. Oh my goodness. Huh. To threaten your own oh my God. And then sit there and claim that you love your kids, you love everybody. Bullshit. You're fucking Satan. That's all she is, pure Satan.
Mm-hmm.
The services from, what did you say his name was? Ronnie, to get her into counseling quicker, because we've been on the waiting list for a year.
Lloyd still has guns. And he's been very rude to me. He hates women, called me names. I complain to John all the time. I don't understand the image of her bed.
I don't either. I think they throwed that up in there. I don't know why they threw that up in there. Who was it that was Michelle? So, well, I don't know why she put that image in there, unless it's trying to show Lloyd's trailer being garbage stuff. I don't know.
That's her bed because that's a bunch of baby girl stuff on the bed.
Wow.
Well, John's bed.
And so what if Lloyd still has guns? That's his right to have guns. He's not a convicted felon.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Philip. Next.
Yeah.
So, all of this has created a big mess for her. Both of us need it. Me for yelling.
Nikki, they're spinning it. They're spinning out of control. Okay, she sent the picture and said better. He has guns right now. Bruce said no. Lloyd still has guns, and he's been very rude to me. He hates women.
I think he hates her.
Yeah, just you, bitch. Just you. The whole planet hates you.
Oh my goodness. And there's another picture. I guess that's the rest of the picture.
Yeah, that was the bottom.
Yeah, they cut it off.
Because there's 5 cameras over there. There's 3 microphones. It's 24/7 coverage.
Oh my God.
Every single day we're on YouTube. Every day. So.
Wow.
Patty says trailers at schoolhouse confirmed. Michelle says we technically own it by word. We were buying it. He didn't pay rent because it went towards us buying it. Bruce says it's okay. We can cover that later. And she sent a voice message, which we will hear in a moment.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, now she's yelling.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter. That order means nothing. So
it doesn't matter. Hold on. This ignorant bitch just told DCF and the police that protection order means nothing.
Oh,
what?
Wow. This just shows right then and there. They don't give a shit what the courts say. They're going to just do whatever they want to do.
They're going to continue their bad behavior no matter what happens in the courts.
I'll bet you anything, Bruce. Every time one of Shara's videos come out, he's just sinking deeper and deeper, thinking, oh shit, they got me by the nuts. They got me by the nuts.
Exactly, Robert.
There's all of that. Get back here.
Why?
What camera other than the police camera?
Exactly.
Patty says my heart goes out to him, but you are missing my point. I appreciate everything that you have done for all the people in Otter Creek. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, do. But this group message was set up for us to acquire things that can be debunked on 2 leaves in a pod regarding Michelle. If there are other things that need to be debunked, you can always discuss those with Michelle and Bruce. I am only asking you not to do it here. I love that you help him blank and blank.
Old Patty's getting pissed because what it is they're sitting there just talking about all kinds of other shit like the Landon recordings and stuff like that. And she set this group up just to collect evidence, but they're using it for a message board.
She created that group to talk about Jeremy's live that day. That's
Right.
what it was.
She's wanting to collect evidence to debunk him, and they're just carrying on conversations about all kinds of other shit.
I mean, it's exactly. It's constant.
Kid, that poor child got that property. It seems to me the only time the child's allowed out of the house is when somebody's there, because the minute she gets out of the house, she's running around screaming, having a good time, and getting yelled at. Oh my goodness.
Lynette said, Lynette posted a screenshot of her and Lloyd's conversation, which is pretty much just showing her part of the conversation in this group. And she says, "Wow, Lloyd, what the hell are you doing?" Lloyd says, "Moving to a more peaceful place, then moving hopefully to Massachusetts within a month. Fix whatever is wrong with my fifth wheel and get out of Dodge. You're an evil human being. The kids are gone. Everything was fine, and you send the enemy."
Oh, this is a clear sign of Lloyd just trying to get out of there, and she's getting pissed. And see, this is the stuff she doesn't want people to see. She only wants people to see her nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, oh man.
She is happy as all. Oh, if I only had that.
Sees the kid is happy, and here's Michelle yelling at her. What a piece of shit.
Bruce says, "It's okay. We can cover that later." Lynette posts a picture of her trashy ass yard. And Bruce says, "Okay."
Hey, you know what's hilarious? They're always bitching about the cameras being on the property, filming her trash and shit. And here she is posting the shit herself.
In a private group.
Yeah. I'd like to know the internet in there. Here you go, guys. What they're saying is true. Look.
Because what's in that picture is exactly what we saw in that police body cam footage.
Exactly. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
The ignorance is strong in these people.
Is my lack of
discipline. I don't think that child gets any kind of attention at all during the daytime.
Now, you know what's funny is Lynette asked Harley to tell the CPS worker if she spanks her. Harley immediately says no. And then she's like, "Don't lie. I told you you can tell them the truth." That right there tells me she tells that kid what to say.
Exactly. Otherwise, why would that kid know anything about what a YouTuber is?
Or a cop. I mean, obviously the cops are on the property all the time, but the bad YouTubers, the child knew what a CPS worker is. Like,
at that age, that child shouldn't know anything at all about anything derogatory concerning her parents. The only thing she should be thinking of is unicorns and rainbows. That's it. She shouldn't know what a fucking YouTuber is. She shouldn't know what a CPS worker is.
Exactly, Philip. The abuser was standing right there. That child's not going to tell the truth.
And I don't know how to handle it besides
except to yell. She doesn't know how to discipline except to yell. How old is this person? 61, 62 years old?
Put her in the corner.
She's bragged about raising all these kids, and she doesn't know how all of a sudden. Huh.
Okay, it's one thing to have to raise your voice like I have to do with the kids sometimes. But she constantly is always screaming at this child, and she can be heard down the damn road screaming.
All right. My parents, we didn't act like this child. This child is starving, from my opinion only. This child is starving for attention.
Mm-hmm.
And she's acting out, looking for that attention. Because when I was a kid and my brothers and sister was a kid, we didn't act like that when company came around. We didn't yell and scream and run around like this is the first time we've ever seen somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this child is being raised in a cave, and when a stranger comes around, that's the only time she finds joy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, new humans.
It's I don't get it. And this, how did this woman even get custody of this child? Especially at her age, and the fact that she has no job, no income except living off the government. How did she get this child?
Because they didn't go through an agency. It was done undercover.
So basically she got parental custody,
She was
which
okay.
can be, and then she adopted.
Yes, she was given legal guardianship. And the way legal guardianship works, because my mom has legal guardianship of my daughter, I had to do that so mom could take her to the doctor and stuff. Well, the way it works is if after a certain amount of time, here it's 2 years. I don't know about in Florida, but here in Alabama, it's 2 years. The temporary legal guardianship lasts for up to 2 years. If the parents do not come back and take the child back after 2 years, she can immediately file for full custody and win it as technically like a abandonment.
See, in 2004, Barb and my son and myself, we came to Florida from Missouri on vacation to visit with my sister, my mom, and my nieces and nephews. And my nephew was out of control. I think I mentioned that today, that he was trying to play around with that little gang stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we took him back to Missouri with us. And basically, my sister just filled out a piece of paper, or just filled out she wrote down that she basically gave us legal guardianship and had it notarized and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That way, when we got him back to Missouri, we were able to enroll him in school and do everything that a normal parent would do.
Right.
And so I'm a little bit familiar with it, but we didn't even have him a full year. We went down in the summertime, and by the time Christmas rolled around, my sister came up to do Christmas with us, and she ended up taking him home with her. But I don't know. This woman, she has no business having anything to take care of this living. It's
right. Now, the way mine and mom's agreement is I only gave mom guardianship so mom could take her to the doctor, get her enrolled in her K-12, and all that good stuff. I still legally have full custody of Ken and can go take her anytime I want. But why would I disrupt my teenager where she's happy?
now, she in Alabama or is she there in the same state you are?
She's in Alabama.
Okay.
So, okay, we're technically just across state lines from each other because Mom lives about an hour and a half from me. We're Southern Tennessee. They're North Alabama.
So it's not hours and hours of a
No,
drive.
no, it's just an hour and a half.
Well, that's good. That makes it a lot easier because you could pop over there anytime you wanted and see her.
Yeah, I can
Hell,
go get her whenever I want. I still have legal custody. I just gave Mom that temporary guardianship to where she could do what she needed to do while she's there.
That's cool. Now have we read this one?
Lloyd says, I don't want Peter anywhere near my camper. That's referring to his brother.
Yeah.
Okay, he seems to be driving by every day now. 6. Lloyd says he wants to go in there and steal whatever he can. Find my guns, the money that's left out in the open. $300, that'll be gone. I can't tell. I hope you don't leave, is what she says. I don't know what else it says.
Yeah, this is the conversation they're having before he leaves, and she's mad because he leaves. What goes with him? His camper and his money.
Mm-hmm.
And they've already borrowed how much money from this man? What was it? Over $1,200 in tools that John sold, and they kept all the money. And I guarantee, just looking from what he took off that property, the tools that John sold were probably twice that worth. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I believe he paid the taxes, the property tax.
Yep.
And he paid multiple light bills.
And that's what's funny is they borrowed the money to pay the taxes. And it was really funny because this all happened shortly after Jeremy made his video talking about the taxes not being paid and how somebody could swoop in there and pay the taxes and then have custody of the property. But all of a sudden, now the taxes are paid. Now we know where the taxes were paid from. Lloyd paid them. And Lloyd said that they paid him back. But when they paid him back, she turned right back around and borrowed more money to pay the electric bill.
Yeah.
So this doesn't sound to me like he's giving them money to. How is he supposed to be living rent free when they're taking money at every turn of the hat?
Right. Oh yeah, Sharon. I forgot about him paying for her medication while he was still in the hospital.
Yep.
See, and let's see, they had his EBT card. They had his insurance card.
Every day there's a call.
Yep. The blue card.
Yeah.
And the kids had his EBT card.
Yeah.
Or was that the blue card? I think the one that the kids had was the food card.
Yeah, they had the food card. She had his insurance card.
Yeah, she also had the card where he had money on.
Yeah, that's okay. My husband has the same thing, but it's through a different company. Ours is called Health Equity. You get so much money a month to help pay with prescriptions, bills, buy things from the grocery store you need. It's just like extra money from the insurance company. His employer put so much money towards it a month. And then once he retires, they'll continue giving us that health equity. Whereas Lloyd's come through his VA benefits.
Right. You ready?
Yeah.
D- uh, USDA. I've been turned into Social Security.
Proven.
Right.
Everything that she's been turned in on can be actually proven. But remember, guys, it's all lies.
Yeah. I don't lie. I lied. I don't lie. I never lie. But you caught me in a lie. Fucking can't
shit.
with these people.
And the sad part is okay, Jeremy has all the evidence to back up every claim he's ever made. But yet when people call and turn her into these different agencies, the agencies don't ever want to see the evidence. They just go out, listen to her flap her gums, and turn around and walk away. If they literally took and looked at the evidence, they would see what kind of a scammer she is. Oh my God. Yeah, Sharon, blame Jeremy.
They blame Jeremy for everything. Everything's all Jeremy's fault. They do no wrong. Welcome back, Nikki.
Now we got Lynette talking.
I hope you didn't leave cash laying out in front of those kids. I hope you didn't leave cash laying out in front of those kids. Well, how many times you gotta fucking say that, lady? I hope you didn't leave a gun laying out in front of those kids, especially a kid with anger issues. Like I said, you should have let me go in there, retrieve them, and put them in the safe. I am not who you think I am.
She's exactly who everybody thinks she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's a manipulative, lying piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just you can't write a better script than this.
Here's the thing, Tammy. Lloyd's guns were never taken. They were just moved. They were hidden better, and they thought they were taken. And when Corporal Gregory questioned her, even though they were still in there, they just didn't know it at the time. She immediately jumped to say Landon took them.
So who moved them? Because Lloyd said they were under the bed. So who moved them and hid them somewhere else?
That's a good question.
Because remember, she blamed the kids for stealing them.
That's what I was just saying. She immediately, when Gregory questioned her, she immediately jumped and said the kids took them.
Exactly.
But once the group got the camper over onto the schoolhouse property, they found the guns. So, right. Like you said, who the fuck moved them?
Yeah, because Lloyd was very adamant that they were under the bed.
Now, I do remember when we were reading the screenshots that Jeremy had between Lloyd and Lacey. Not Lacey, Lloyd and Landon. Lloyd asked Landon to lock them up so she couldn't find them if she went in there. So that was that's possible that Landon hid them from her.
Right. Now I wonder if Lloyd's trailer had a safe in it, just like Dummy and Dummies RV has.
He had a I remember in that video that day, he said he had one of those ammo boxes, one of those military style ammo boxes.
It must have been a big one because I think he had a total, 3 or 4 guns?
Yeah. But they were just handguns. If it was one of those little ammo boxes, like one of those military green boxes, if it's just handguns, you could fit 3 handguns in there.
He probably had one of the 50 cal boxes. They're like almost twice the size of a normal 223 or 5.56 round. The
Yeah.
223 5.56 round is the little small one that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
50 cal is about 1.5, maybe 2 times the size of the other one. I got them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
my
remember
goodness.
that, Nikki. She immediately told the cops that Landon took the guns and he took them on the plane with him. First of all, that's not how that works.
Oh, she was just pulling shit out of her ass trying to cover herself. She's
Yeah.
trying to throw everything off on the kids to where they didn't look at her. But
Yeah, it blows my mind that woman lies so damn much. She truly thought the guns were gone, and she immediately lied. Even though
my
the
goodness.
guns was still in there, she knew for a fact she didn't touch them, and nobody else touched them. But she immediately jumped to a fucking lie.
Well, see, you got to look at it like this. When the sheriff heard that there were guns in that trailer and they could possibly be missing, that's going to throw a red flag up to the police right there. Because now their concern is, where are those guns? Who has those guns?
Exactly. Thank God they were still in the camper.
Exactly. Moving on.
They've contacted the birth family to remove my daughter.
Through the roof! Anxiety's through the roof!
My anxiety's all over the roof. Gary said if Landon had him, he would have been arrested at the airport and put on the do not fly list. Exactly.
And we're in.
She doesn't know what the constant trip. You understand what fighting words are, don't you, Georgie?
I have certain trigger words that makes me want to fight.
Well, what it means is fighting words means anything that where you're talking about hurting someone or something derogatory that's going to inflict some kind of pain or discomfort on somebody. And like, for instance, if Jeremy says, I'm going to go beat the shit out of them, that's considered fighting words. And if he says something like that, he could have been they could have went against him in court. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I don't like the way these clouds look.
Yeah, it's been overcast down here all day.
Oh no, these some really eerie, creepy looking clouds.
Human has the right to do what he's doing.
She has every right to be the one that started all of this shit. You never heard her taking responsibility for what started everything.
Mm-hmm.
She is so stupid. Here it is, a man that at the time had just over 600,000 subscribers at the time, and she picks a freaking fight with him, and then when he retaliates, oh, poor me. Or where was poor me when you started fucking with him? Calling somebody the stuff she's called them, that's a trip. There you go, girly.
They posted a link. OP slag FRA. What the hells? So basically, they stole his shit and then edited it.
Ah.
And Bruce says, but doesn't show from Lloyd.
Ah.
Oh, wait. I bet he was referring to her screenshots. Where she was sharing her part of the message, but not Lloyd's.
Right. Because this right here, I don't know if that came from Jeremy or if that was a copy that she sent. Well, it has to be something that they snatched off of Char's video. Because see the little teddy bears?
Or she might have just put that in this one.
Yeah. Have you noticed this is the first one where she's put black through people's names? She scratched them out.
Well, she's probably been told to legally. With
All
her
right.
being a witness, she probably has to redact it now.
So did you read this? Or did you skip it?
I just showed that it was a YouTube link. It makes no point in reading that because we don't know what the context to it is. But the part she had boxed in, but it doesn't show from Lloyd.
I don't think so. The BCF agent can know. Type.
Audio device. Okay.
Michelle's response to him saying it didn't show from Bruce. She said, "I did, Bruce." And then she's screaming, "News! The CPS worker in front of the deputy asked me to point out all the cameras and mics on property." Bruce said, "How come?" "Because she told him there was cameras and mics over there. That's how come." And then she says, "Landon had his EBT card." Bruce said, "Ah." You notice how she blamed Landon for every damn thing with the Lloyd situation?
She blames everybody for everything. This woman, I can't understand how Bruce just continues on. Make sure, yeah. It just, I know everybody deserves a lawyer. And I know there are scumbag lawyers out there that will represent people knowing full well that they are guilty of sin. But how can somebody sleep at night
Behaving this way?
Yeah, how can knowing that she is pure evil, how can he sleep at night unless he's just pure evil himself?
Well, we've seen his behavior. We know he's pure evil.
That just I don't see how people could do that. I mean,
and he's not really in it to help her. He's in it to get his own damn fame.
yes, but at this point, he's put himself in the position to where now he's basically a defendant. He has created, he's interjected himself outside of being a lawyer and into a hate monger.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, he's basically going after Jeremy just like the Fleas are, just like Lynette did.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Mama Pam.
It just blows my mind. All right, moving on. How anything that Travis does is even anywhere remotely connected to her. The only time you hear him mention the nasty neighbors is when he's at Tube Town and his camera, they might be screwing with him, but if they're not screwing with him, he never mentions them.
Mm-mm. Exactly, Pam. I mean, I understand the job of defense attorney, but I could never.
John protected himself. John's in jail.
This is one of the sounds that we needed to hear, I think, is right here.
Oh, finish playing this one?
If it'll work. Yeah. Ain't you had enough food this morning, homie? You're like a bottomless pit. Did you hit play?
Nobody was driving down the road holding cameras out, yelling and screaming at fucktard Crook. Nobody. Crook yelled at them.
Nobody.
Am I wrong?
No.
And when they backed up like a normal person would to see, hey, what happened? What's going on? Then he carries on. He created the situation. And as far as the 15 people. No, it wasn't 15 people. It was Deanna, George, Gail stopped by, and I think Carl stopped by. It was maybe 5 people other than the 3 that he pulled the gun on. And why were they up there? Because he emailed Travis. Travis emailed Jeremy, and Jeremy got a hold of George and told him to go up there. They weren't waiting up there. They came up there after the fact. So I'd like to see her proof on that. I really would like to see her proof. What's her proof? Them up there?
Her proof is that John told her.
Yeah, she wasn't even home. She got all of her proof from the video that Jeremy posted. That's her proof. Okay, it doesn't show when they got up there, but it clearly states, Wes clearly stated, I contacted Travis, then Travis contacted Jeremy. Jeremy was in Ohio, and Jeremy contacted George, and George and Deanna went up there. Well, Carl rode by, he stopped. Gail rode by, she stopped. The police, there was what, two cop cars and 2 officers?
Mm-hmm. There was 2 sheriffs. And then George, Deanna. And then Gail and damn it, what's his name? Carl drove by and they stopped.
This is it. This is just the whole situation. This officer that she's talking to wasn't involved with the episode. He's a new officer coming out on the site, and she's spouting whatever she wants to spout, and he doesn't know the whole story, so he's just agreeing with her like a moron.
Mm-hmm.
But you would think that every sheriff deputy would know how these freaks are.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. So the only way Jeremy was going to help Lloyd is if Lloyd turned her into CPS. That's bullface lie.
See, someone said it was dirt. Bruce said, are we holding off on those Landon texts? Here he goes back to that shit again. Michelle said those were not my diapers and I did not put any garbage on Dead Dog Road. You still sticking to that story, even though you were caught? Patty said the diaper was full of water. Bruce said I'd love to let them out. Let what out?
He's talking about the text messages and the recordings. We haven't even got to the good part with Landon yet.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if you know it or not, but I can't hear a damn thing.
What, on your side?
Yeah, I have no sound.
You can hear me, can't you?
I can hear you, but I can't hear the video.
Yeah, it's very low. It's very low. And I have it turned all the way up over here. I can't turn it up anymore. It's just, unless you have it playing on your side, it's very low. And I don't know how to turn it up any louder.
Bruce starts hunting for Shara. Is Shara here? I want to hash out the Landon screenshots. Patty said, where is Shara? Bruce said, if not, I'm going to send them to 2 Lees. Michelle says, I don't know if she's here. Bruce says, Michelle, can you obtain the screenshot from Landon? if he can share a link to a file, we can download it.
So what did it just started where you can't hear it? Because you heard it earlier.
Yeah, I could hear it earlier, but now I can't hear anything.
Wow.
I don't know if it cut out or what.
All right.
Can the chat hear the sound? See, they can't hear the video either.
Oh, it's probably breaking.
No, Wise Angel can't.
Yeah, it's probably breaking in and out on them. It's just the computer thing. All right.
Oh, Bruce said, Michelle, can you obtain the full call from Landon? If he can share the link to a file, we can download it. Michelle said, which call? Bruce said, with JH. Seriously? And she said, the text?
Wow. Bruce has wanted the recordings. I mean, I don't think he really gives a shit about the text. It's the recordings he wants. Have you noticed that it's all about the video or audio that he has, that he wants all the time?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so even they're saying it. Bond said restart the screen share, like close out the screen share and then bring it back up. See if that'll bring it back. Because they said on their end it looks paused.
Because it is paused.
Before you paused it.
We can try. Where am I at? 707. Yep. I'll just close it out and restart it again. I don't even have to change that. I just gotta bam. Oh shit. Come on now. Think what you're doing there, Cooper. Yeah, I'll just remove this source.
Full base.
I'll come over here and I'll refresh. Full screen back on this one. We'll put it back at 707 and we'll just restream it all over again. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll go back here. Share. This might help a little bit because I took it off of, I had my video playing in the background behind this screen. So that's probably why it was doing what it was doing. Now, we read this page already?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this again.
Yes.
There it is.
Have I? Thank you. You don't tell a lie.
There's what
that's
you
the part
were
where
wanting.
she was telling Harley what to say to the CPS worker.
Yep. Coaching her child. This is part of the situation we went with Barb and her ex. The kids would come for visitation. When they would leave, he would spend the whole time interrogating the children over what was said, what was done. You know, when they would go for visitation, it was always a nightmare for those children because the minute he got a hold of them, where he was supposed to be spending all of his time with them as a family, instead he's interrogating the children the minute they get dropped off. It's pathetic when parents do that.
When you get stuck in that triangle, I was a child of divorce and I was stuck in that triangle. It's fucking miserable.
Yeah, it is. Don't worry, guys. We will have this all fixed where I will be doing as good as Squidlow soon. And Mike and all the rest of them. Once T-Rex computer gets sidelined. Oh, by the way, I do have a use for my computer though. My old one. I'm going to put it in the shop to control my CNC.
There you go.
Yeah. That way it'll be a lot more speed. Are we? Oh no, this is a new page here.
He can have that tonight. He needs to send this is Bruce. He can have that tonight. He needs to send a link to share the file. He says he has it. If so, we need to get it ASAP. If he's lying, we need to flesh that out. Tell Landon, I will Venmo $50 ASAP. Patty said, is that Gabe talking? Bruce said, yes.
Now, you was being polite. That is not ASAP. That's as soon as fucking possible. So he's getting a little testy. Or he's lathering himself up because he thinks he's going to get something that he ain't going to get. Moving on.
Crazy. He's just as much of a lunatic as she is.
She's very, very smart too. She's very, very.
Now I can't even see that. Oh, those are the files. That's a screenshot of the files that Landon has, the recordings.
Yeah. He just sent her a screenshot of the messages. He said, whatever, tell him he can have Venmo $100 tonight. He went from 50 to 100. If he sends audio link. Desperate much, Bruce?
Yep.
She remembers everything. She doesn't lose anything. She hears something.
There's another one. She remembers everything. She doesn't remember anything.
What the okay. Dwayne. I can't with this woman. Dwayne said CPS around here goes in and checks your house where the child sleeps and everything. Why don't Florida? Okay, so here's the laws. Especially when there's an officer involved. By law, us parents do not have to let CPS in. No matter what the report is. Unless they have a warrant, we don't have to let them in. And that's what's fucked. Us parents that haven't done anything wrong are like, here, come on in. Sure. Here's the hot water. Here's the running water. Here's the groceries. Look, our lights work. Here's where they sleep. Here's where they bathe. Because we ain't doing nothing wrong. Guilty
Was that Robert?
Parents. Dwayne. Normal.
Dwayne. Well, here's what happens down here. They've got the RV, and then they've got the Easy Bake Oven. CPS said that John could not reside in the same dwelling as the child. So that's why Lynette was living in the Easy Bake Oven. Well, when CPS calls and tells her that they're coming out, she's not showing them the Easy Bake Oven that her and the child live in. She's showing them the RV.
Yep.
So they just assume that she's not living in the Easy Bake Oven. They assume she's living in the RV. If they actually knew she was living in that Easy Bake Oven, that child would be pulled out of there in a heartbeat. It has no electricity. The only electric it has is an extension cord that runs into the shed for a fan and for some lights. That's it. No plumbing, no insulation, no air
Exactly.
conditioning. If CPS actually knew that that's where she was sleeping with that child would be gone. She'd be pulled out of there in a minute.
But I was referring to this exact call, which I'm assuming is what the question was about, where
Right.
he didn't go through the fence. She didn't say he could go in, PJ. She said, "Do I have to let him in?" And the cop said, "No. This is fine." Because the cop knows the law. Right. We don't have to let them in. We allow them in.
Right. Unless they have a warrant.
Unless they have a warrant. Exactly.
But see, to get a warrant would be very easy if the CPS would take the evidence that's being offered to them. But the CPS is not even wanting any evidence. You know, you can call up, turn them in and say, okay, here's all of the evidence I saw. Here's all of the evidence. And then they would have a way to get a warrant. But
that's what I don't get is why didn't the DCF worker just request the footage just like Jeremy did, just like Shara did, just like everybody else requested the FOIA? Him being that evidence alone he could go to the judge and file for a warrant with the evidence from that. Just snap of the finger.
And see, that's one of the things that I'm kind of lingering on right there is the actual officer when he went out there with everybody to remove Lloyd. You know, he's a mandated reporter. So they wouldn't have needed a FOIA request. He could have took the information straight to CPS with the evidence. That would have gave CPS the evidence they needed to get the warrant to actually go out there to the place.
If he'd have called and requested a caseworker right then and there while he was on the property, she wouldn't have had a choice.
Exactly.
But he didn't make the report until after they left the property.
And see, all the anonymous calls that are coming in, well, how are you going to present any kind of evidence whatsoever over a telephone call? I mean, I don't know. It bewilders me. But if CPS ever gets on that property and actually listens to people that has called in and goes to the actual evidence and sees it for themselves, they'll yank that child out of there.
Yeah. I don't understand why when they served the warrant on John, why they didn't request a fucking caseworker right then and there then when they took pictures.
Exactly. Because it clearly had that woman that was taking pictures. It clearly had her sick to her stomach.
Yeah. And nothing against the men folk in the police force, but a woman who is more than likely a mother. How can you walk in there, especially when you're a mandatory reporter, you see how that child is living, and you not request a CPS caseworker right then, right there? How?
It's crazy.
If that was Alabama, because remember, I told y'all when I was younger, I went through this shit. If she was living in Alabama, she wouldn't fucking have Harley.
No, not at all. Oh man. It's crazy. I don't get it. Don't get it at all.
As a mom, it makes me sick.
Are we ready to move it on?
Let's go.
All right.
There, and it's there.
Michelle, find the JH text where you were friendly about the leap pad. That's your proof. of friendship before all the crap. That's from Patty. All Bruce keeps screaming is audio file, audio file, audio file, audio file tonight.
Yeah, he wants that audio file so bad.
There is no audio file, homie.
Oh, there's audio files. It's just
On Jeremy.
Have you? No. Yeah. Well, Landon does have audio files. Have you gotten through the whole thing yet?
I got through the majority of it.
Oh, you'll see. You'll see. You ready?
Yeah.
Look how bad he wants this stuff.
Tonight, $100, Landon.
What we need. And I can tell she left the door wide open for the mosquitoes to go in. Dogs are out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, got it. Nothing else matters except that fucking audio file. If he has it and isn't lying. Patty says those messages with the turtle background. What is her obsession with the fucking turtle background?
I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about. You can clearly see Bruce is wanting something bad. And, you know, reading these messages from these people and then looking back on when Jeremy was describing how Bruce was acting during his deposition, you know, rocking back and forth, the paper towels and the sweat. I can literally see that just by his aggravation during these text messages.
Hi,
I can
Skittles.
Squid, what's up, girl?
Okay, so
Right.
You see how he's talking to the women in this group. He's talking to them like they're dogs.
Yep.
And then in the depot, he's acting like a cowardly little bitch with grown men.
Yeah, he's acting like he's the master of these women, and then when he, like you said, when he gets in front of the camera with the men, he's a little puss.
Exactly.
He's on with the show.
Because I needed it.
Got this, man. Thank
All
you.
right,
Have a good one.
thank you. Come on, girl.
This is where she plays the audio file from Lynette.
He says,
It glitched again. It froze
Did you
up
hear
again.
it?
No, it
Well, I
froze
just
up
paused
again.
it just now, but you didn't hear what Lynette said.
No, it froze up again.
Okay. Well, basically what it is she's telling Bruce that Landon's asking what he wants. And she's explaining he wants the files that you recorded from when you were on the phone with Jeremy. See, that's why I can't wait for the new computer, because then this will be over. It will be where it's supposed to be. But anyway, moving on.
Hang on. Music.
And she thought that
You have to.
we were like,
What's that? Georgie.
She points out that there's videos missing. Look at the gap.
Oh yeah, and I was watching in Well, that might have been referring to this. Somebody in one of the groups last night.
8-5 is missing. 8-14 and 15 is missing. 8-23 is missing.
Exactly. But last night in one of the groups, they were talking about the fleas deleting videos and turning off their chats and clearing it where nobody could take screenshots. You know, they were trying their damnedest to keep. And I'm thinking that they were referring to this right here, what y'all see on the screen now, because they put their post up addressing the fleas. Fleas, please tell us why you're deleting videos, why you're doing this, why you're doing that. And I know you guys probably cannot hear the audio, and I truly apologize for that. It's just the way things are right now. Once we get the new system up and running, things will be different.
Squid, it took me 2 hours to find that video that night when you asked me for it.
For voice out. And people were starting to hear her side of it all.
The mucus mouth talking, explaining that she didn't know Michelle until the 18th of August.
Yeah, well, these screenshots show otherwise.
Oh, and that's another
Bruce
thing.
said,
Oh, go ahead.
Bruce said, I gotta take some time to read these. Michelle sent a thumbs up. Patty said, we can confirm the twisted tea and shit later. Bruce says, no rush to send to 2 leads until I read them. Patty said, I know, it's just a wonderful revelation.
So he must have sent text messages. Landon must have sent text messages instead of recordings. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Huh. Did you hear Mucus Mouth just a minute ago?
It skipped throughout, but I've already heard that. I watched that stream. Miss PJ makes a good point. The more Shara shows, the more they delete.
Exactly. They don't want to stop doing their live streams because that's pulling in revenue. And they aren't going to watch what they say. Anything that pops across that bitch's mind, she comes out of her pie hole. I mean, that's just how she is. But they can go back after the fact and think that, like, that's like the person in the group said last night. You think by going back and deleting is going to stop anything? We've already got it downloaded.
Yeah.
So they're just wasting their time. A matter of fact, deleting it makes it look worse than if they just left it there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It makes them look like they're trying to hide something. I would just leave it up and say, okay, well, they've already got it recorded. There's already evidence of it. So if I delete it, that's just me trying to hide shit. Might as well leave it up and we can just argue against it if it's brought up.
Guilty is guilty, and you're acting fucking guilty over there, lady.
Exactly. All right, there you go. A new page for you.
We already read that one.
Did we? Oh, yeah, the Twisted Tea.
2024. So you're talking months later I spoke this well. How the fuck are you going to add me to this case? I think you're going to be laughed at, but who knows?
Going to be laughed at. She's referring to Jeremy, I believe.
Yep.
I don't think the judge is going to be laughing at Jeremy. I think he's going to be angry as hell with Bruce. Now I know you didn't read this one.
No, I haven't. I had to mute for a second and handle him. Patty says it's favorable for her. Michelle says, oops, I loved her crystals on chat. Bruce says they are organizing an entire Xmas for Harley. Patty says that doesn't do her any good for her bills, and not now. So in other words, Patty doesn't like it that they're doing a Christmas for the child. She wants Lynette to have money.
Right. That's the whole issue with Patty. This fence thing, I don't think Patty agreed with. I think Patty's thinking along the lines of the rest of us. Why are they spending all this money on stupid shit instead of finishing that house, instead of, taking care of the things that needed to be taken care of instead of a damn fence?
No, Patty wants her fucking money back that she loaned to her for Silverman. That's what Patty's mind is at.
Oh, that money's gone. And that money, she will never see that money. Never. Just like that poor woman that was in the Battered Woman's group on Facebook that Lynette conned $2,000 out of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that $2,000 went and put the windows and doors in her barn dominium.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she didn't do that bullshit. Jeremy's got the proof that she did.
The screenshots.
There we go.
Yeah. And they all think that I was part of this conversation that I had with Michelle.
Distance herself from all this shit.
Yes, she is. Shara sent a screenshot of, I'm guessing, people leaving the group. Patty says, Shara, they are all gone. I deleted it all. She said they are not gone, and you also removed access to evidence we have been placing here. Patty said they are gone. Well, we
So
know who
Patty, I wonder who turned on Patty.
I don't know, but Shara was putting her in her fucking place.
Right. I think they started using that little chat group for something other than what Patty intended it to be for. And she got butthurt and just said, okay, I'm getting rid of all of it.
I have proof from all of it. All of
Had
it.
any proof whatsoever, she'd be the first one to show it every chance she got.
Exactly.
Their so-called proof is shit that is 10 years old that has absolutely nothing to do with the situation at hand.
If your sister knocks you out, you deserve it. You just hit her with a truck. Stop.
Now, I think Patty's the one that gave her 3,000. No, she gave her 7. That's right. Paul gave her.
Yeah, she gave her.
And then Paul gave her 3,000, and Paul turned around and gave her another 7. So she's altogether wound up with $18,000. So why is Silverman still not paid?
Exactly. And where did that money go? Because it obviously didn't go to Silverman. The first $7,000 did. But she owes Silverman what, 16 or 18,000?
Yeah, I think it's 16,000. Well, if she would have paid him all the money that she got from these two, she would have pocketed $2,000. So why didn't she pay him?
Exactly. Yeah, it's raining.
Well, there's your new page, youngin.
Patty says, I will be notifying Bruce that I'm no longer going to be a part of this situation. I will never divulge information unless subpoenaed. I have gone out of my way to assist all of you. Unfortunately, I have been pushed beyond my thresholds. And while I wish you all the best and pray Michelle can take this man down, I won't take abuse by anyone.
Woo!
And then Shara said, I've already left, Patty. You can stay. I have not abused anyone. I will need to make a brief public statement that I left the case.
So I'm taking it. This is around the time that all the cards started to fall.
Oh, what's the date? August 12th, 2024. No, 17th. My bad.
And then look at the date that Bruce became her counsel on the federal. But look, it's
Just can't stand sound, hear the sound of. There you go, youngster.
Shara says, I will need to make a brief public statement that I left the case. I will be covering the Otter Creek story solo. Best wishes. Patty says, if my name is mentioned in any way, you will be sued. Patty,
Has she sued?
Patty removed you from the group. It says Patty removed you from the group.
Has she sued Jeremy? Jeremy's mentioned her name a lot. Oh my God. These people are something else.
Here. Son.
I remember when Bruce got on the case, when he was officially on the case.
Turn around.
Just going to show you guys where she's using two phones, one to videotape the trailer and one to videotape herself. If it plays.
Oh, and skipping.
Get out!
Bye, Squiddles. Stop.
Are y'all even seeing that, or is it still cutting in and out?
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah, it just told me up top. This is basically her walking through the trailer, filming herself, filming the trailer.
And she's screaming at Harley.
Right.
Get out. There's lice in here. Get the fuck out.
Get out. Lice and everything.
Hey, Squid, have you happened to check Pacer today?
Potty mouth. Huh?
I
What
was
was that,
asking
Georgie?
Squid if she checked Pacer today. I asked Squid if she had checked Pacer today.
I heard you. I heard you. What a potty mouth. Did y'all hear that? Where she was bitching about Shara? This is the part. Okay, guys, if you guys go over and check out Shara's video, you'll be able to hear everything perfect. It's just my system is not set up to handle playing a video on YouTube right now. So I'm sorry. We're just lagging in and out. But you're catching little bits and pieces, I'm sure, right, Georgie?
Just little pieces. But I watched it. So I just didn't read anything. I was listening to what. Stop it!
Because here at the end of it is a lot of juicy stuff that you can't read. You have to listen to. And unfortunately, my computer is not going to let us watch it. I can watch it. I'm watching it just fine. It's the replay on you guys' end that's not letting it go through. Because ever so often it'll pop a little yellow thing up saying, oops, lost connection, reconnecting.
That's Restream's BS. It does that to me sometimes. AVA!
Hose picker. Thank you for following. Oh, AVA's in the house. So we're going to try and mumble through the rest of this. Maybe there's some more text in it. So you guys just suffer through it with me.
Thank you, Al.
Done with dealing with your shit.
Okay, so in the video that Shara just played, she was screaming, "Go back to the beginning, Shara, please." Well, this is the very first message that Lynette ever sent Shara. I have a story for you. If you call me with her phone number, it's too big to text. I hope to God you'll help me. Shara says, "Yes, honey, I will call you. Saturday, what's a good time? Are you okay?" This was March 31st. 2022 at 5:00 p.m.
You know,
2 fucking years.
this woman knows that there's proof out there proving that everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. You would think by now she would stop opening her mouth unless it was the truth, because everything that comes out of her mouth gets debunked.
Yeah.
if somebody showed this much evidence on me, I'd be keeping my mouth completely shut. I didn't care. I wouldn't care if it was in a private group or not. I wouldn't be saying nothing. This is what I'm saying about circles. Keep your circle small.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, why do you do this?
I did it. And what a this woman, she's like a sailor. She got a foul mouth on her.
And she's a preacher.
Just like yesterday, you said they're gonna take her. They're gonna take her. You cry all the into conclusion. Stop. You've been
very valuable, but you've been a big pain in the fucking ass. Oh, she could be making a killing on merch.
Nope. I know what our next stream's going to be about, chat. We're going to be making t-shirts that says you're a big fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, there you go, Georgie. There's you something for your a new shirt. That picture right there. And then I have a gun. I don't have a gun.
I hid it in the chicken coop.
This is not a gun.
Chickens. I can get a chicken with holding up like I did with the turtle, where it's holding the revolver. I can have a chicken holding a revolver and have it say lethal chickens.
Sharon, I'm assuming you're talking about Lynette being a narcissist. Oh, she definitely is. Hello, Al. How you doing today? I think for the most part that they're actually keeping her fairly contained, but you can't you can't stop her. If she literally wants to say something stupid, she's gonna say it.
I can't with this woman. She forgets which lie she has freaking told, and then she tells more.
Hey,
It blows my mind.
Lucas, if you're burned out on making videos, the easiest way I have found to get out of that state of mind is do videos that have nothing to do with what you normally do. Just go film some random shit that otherwise you normally wouldn't film and find joy in it, and it'll get you back. Because
That's
why
I do different things. Like I do cooking, I do cleaning, I do makeovers. It's because I get bored with certain things.
Exactly.
And get that burnout. So I'll switch between different topics.
See, everybody says number one rule with YouTube is find your niche, your niche, whatever it's called. Well, like you, I get bored. So my channel is all over the place. I do paracord, knives. Now I'm doing live streaming. I'm doing chicken videos. I mean, I have to have, what is it? Variety is the spice of life.
That's one of my favorite channels. She's a stay-at-home mom. Her channel is Fearfully Created. She's a Christian lady. She takes us shopping with her. She does the get ready with me. She does the makeovers, just the day in the life. I love that kind of stuff. I like seeing different topics, not the one little thing and sticking to it. It gets boring.
Exactly.
Us as watchers get bored if we're seeing the same thing over and over and over and over.
But yeah, this just find you something new to take your mind out of the monotony. That's my suggestion. But I still think this would be a cool t-shirt. If you could get the picture a little clear, that would be perfect for some stupid ass saying that them dumb fucks do.
Just John's man boobs would make money.
It'd be nice if we had the whole head.
No, thank you.
Well, no, if you put the whole head, then they can get you.
Exactly. Just the man titties.
Yeah. On with the show.
Levy County Sheriff's Office recorded line dispatch.
I have Otter Creek Avenue in Bronson.
What's a good phone number?
Okay, it's not.
Now, I know this is cutting in and out on you guys. This is basically the DCF worker calling 911 or calling the sheriff's department to get them to come out to assist him. This is the last guy that was out there when they stood at the fence and she didn't let him in.
And what's your DCF case number?
That number is.
And what kind of case is that?
This one had concerns for physical injury.
Physical injury.
Oh wow! Did you hear that?
Yeah. The
So
concerns was
I
her
wonder,
physical injury. That didn't come from no what the hell supporters.
no. So somebody has turned her in for the child being hurt somehow or another. I wonder if it was the sister. Remember the sister? John's sister that called in. I
It's
wonder if this
possible.
is I wonder if
Or a
this is a
neighbor,
response. Yeah. I wonder
a
if this is a
local.
response to her.
That child got hurt
Wow.
somehow and they reported her.
Or she's hit her and somebody turned her in for hitting her in the head or something like that.
Yeah, it's just physical injury. That has to be a local that called on her in that one. That had
Now
nothing to do with Jeremy.
I just want to reiterate here, guys. All this stuff we're talking about is all pure speculation unless you see it on the screen. We have absolutely no proof whatsoever that she has hit the child. It's just our opinions. We're not saying she hit her. We're not saying she didn't. Am I wrong, Georgie?
Or do you remember where she was on where Lynette called 911 on Jeremy and she was talking to the dispatcher and she told Harley to shut up or she was going to slap her in the face.
Yeah, spank her in the mouth. Yep.
Could it have been dispatch?
Could have been. Could have been. Or the sister brought that up in her phone call, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
It could have been either. I mean, the dispatch is a mandatory reporter.
Yep. Man. Let's try and muddle through the last.
Denise, that's against the law here. They're not allowed to just walk in no matter what the call is. They have to have a warrant.
Yeah, over the years, they bullied their way in with people that didn't know that they had rights, and they still do. But most people nowadays, they've been made aware that they have rights, and they don't have to let CPS in unless they have a warrant. But most of the time, CPS won't have a warrant. I'd say 99% of the time. They only get a warrant on extreme cases where they have proof to get the warrant, right, Georgie?
I'm sorry, what?
CPS, the only time they show up with a warrant is if they actually have evidence to get the warrant.
Yes.
Which most of the time, 99% of the time, they just going out on a cold call. They don't have any evidence.
Yes. Like in my situation, they just got a call and had to come talk to me about it. Which we know who called. It was my stepmom.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. So we'll muddle through the last minute of this thing, and you guys suffering will be over.
And the suspect name?
Lynette Preston.
And the victim name? And do you want to meet the officer or the deputy on the property or?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in front of the property.
Okay. What kind of vehicle are you in? All right, we'll get him out there, okay?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Thank you for suffering through that whole thing with us, guys and gals. I know it's frustrating. We'll have this fixed soon. So, recap. What you think, Georgie?
The reason why the CPS officer didn't even bother is because by law, if she says no, he can't go on. And by her asking the officer, do I have to let y'all in? And the officer saying, no, this is fine. Guess what? That's her right. She doesn't have to open the gate unless there's a warrant, which would not be hard for the CPS to get.
Or unless the officer that's on scene sees something that could cause him, probable cause that could cause him to actually go into the gate.
Yeah, that part too. Like, okay, say it, instead of the dipshit that came, that was all about trying to blame it all on YouTube, if it had been Corporal Gregory or one of the others that have already reported her, they would have probable cause and could let the CPS worker in without her permission because they already had probable cause. But we need one of the good cops to do their job.
Yeah.
That have already seen the shit.
Well, as of right now, since she's got Corporal Gregory, is it Corporal Gregory, the one on the trespass 5 case?
Yes.
Okay, as of right now, trying to sue him, I am surprised that the police in that sheriff's department are not kind of, how can I say this, not having a vendetta. I'm surprised they're not going out there and putting her ass under a microscope.
Well, if it wasn't one of those good old boy networks where the majority of the police on the force are bad cops, that's exactly what would be happening.
Because I honestly do not think that they give a shit about Lynette. I honestly think that she has created herself to be a nuisance with these police officers, and I don't know. I don't think that. I just don't get it. I don't.
No, it wasn't Tim. It was a completely different cop. It was not Gregory with the DCS worker. I didn't recognize the one that was actually with the caseworker that day.
I just don't understand how the police are just sitting back, letting them run right over. Because I mean, they've had so much interaction with the police and proven to be whack jobs. Why the police aren't doing their job? I mean, you've got Jeremy Hells, that's a paying taxpayer. He don't start trouble. He don't mess with anybody. Then you've got Lynette and Crook, which are absolute morons that are calling the law every time somebody sneezes wrong. I don't understand why they're not taking action against the two of them, unless they're just lazy. Because down here, those two would have already been in jail if it had been Grady Judd dealing with it. Did I lose you?
Nope, I'm doing exactly what Tim told me to do. Prove him wrong.
Which is?
That he's saying it was Gregory there with the DCF worker, but it wasn't.
No, it was an older gentleman. And the gentleman that was there with the DCF worker, he was older and bigger. He wasn't as small as Gregory. Lemon Honey, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, Ozzy Jen, the DA has a lot to. I got a feeling that through this federal case, there's going to be a lot of stuff start to unfold, because this federal case is going to bring a lot of eyeballs on this situation that weren't there before. I think old Lady Justice is going to pull that little blindfold up a little bit. We got the freaking super sleuth over there combing through Jeremy Hell's videos. So I'm left to stutter my way through all of this. Oh, you didn't even notice that today, did you?
What? You shaved. You got rid of the Amish.
It's still there. It's just not as big and bushy. I'm surprised Mama hasn't said anything as much as she's been on here today. But I've been hid most of the day too. We've been behind the scenes.
Mama's
Yep.
been on here.
Yeah, but we had the video up and we were in the background for the majority of the day today. Hell, do you realize that 14-minute video has taken us 2 hours to do, do it? But we've stayed on topic. For
the most part. Come on, show the damn.
Well,
top.
you know, Lemon Honey, you're welcome anytime. That's one thing I can pride myself on, along with Georgie, that our mods don't have a whole lot to worry about when it comes to the trolls yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure eventually those little jackasses will come find us. And then Tim will be earning that golden key a lot more.
Yep, that's not Gregory. Gregory's not bald. Gregory has pretty blonde hair.
Am I going to have
Not fluffy.
Chin tail? Oh, no, I don't know. Mama Coop will be the first one to tell you I get bored. And 1 minute I'm going to grow my hair out. Next minute I'm going to shave it all off. 1 minute I'm going to grow my beard. The next I'm going to shave it off. 1 minute I'm going to go with my goatee. Then I'll shave it all off. Sometimes I'll even go completely hairless on my face. You never know with me. When we quit playing darts, I got lazy and just decided not to shave at all. Here, what?
Post that so you can prove Tim wrong.
Post what?
I just sent you a picture in Messenger.
Oh, in Messenger. All right. We'll go find it. Oh, Tim, she's putting the smack down on you. Love you, Tim. Okay.
But I'm an avid What the Hell's fan, and I notice details.
Yeah, this is that guy that don't have no chin.
He ain't got no fucking hair either.
Damn it.
What's happening, Fluffy? You can do it, Coopy.
I'm getting it. My ad blocker popped up a deal, so okay. I'll just add an image. That way I don't have to mess with it.
There you go. Hope you feel better, Miss PJ.
Is she not feeling good?
Yeah, she said she's gonna go lay down. She don't feel good.
There you go, Timbo. That's
Not
the officer.
Corporal Will Gregory.
That's the officer that was out with the DFS walker.
I was right.
Oh my.
Hello, Mark. His chin runs into his neck. That's not Gregory.
Right. But that's the officer right there in question.
Gregory's blonde hair, blue-eyed.
And he's got his head shaved. Don't he? Or he's just a crew cut.
He just has he has a crew cut, but he's blonde hair, blue-eyed.
Well, you like them blonde hair, blue eyes, don't you?
Yes, I noticed those things.
Oh my, we've had a good stream today. We've had a really good stream. Hey, everybody in the chat, if you don't mind, if you have not already hit that like button, please smash the shit out of it. And if you got a second, please share these links to Georgie's and my video all over social media to get the word out. So hopefully ScrewTube will launch us into the interwebs. I'm done.
Yeah, this is Officer No Chin.
Yeah. Oh, and for everybody in the chat that was not here yesterday, Mama got old fat boy, me, a new PC. So we should not have these problems. I'm hoping. And if we still have these problems and we've wasted all that money for nothing, I am going to throw a fit. I'm hoping it's just the video card that's causing all of this. It just doesn't have enough juju to do its business. So, but if it is Restream, well, I'm just going to have to suck it up for a year because I've already paid up.
I think once you get your new PC going, it'll be much better. I can't wait to get all my stuff transferred over to the gaming PC.
Flock around. What's happening? What's happening? Johnny 5. Smash that thumbs up. Yes, he did.
Did you mash it on both sides, John? You got to go to both. Just saying.
Yes, Mama was super angel this year for Christmas, which I'm going to be paying her back for quite a while. But of course, she did get new chickens. We call it even. She got new chickens. I got new computer. Oh, Jen, you out of here, girl? Have a good one. Have a good one.
Love you, Jen. Now you just got to get her the ferret she wants, Coop.
Don't even get that started. Hush, hush, hush. You know she's lurking. You know she's lurking in the background.
I'm on her side.
No. She don't need no ferret. No, you know she's lurking back there.
I told you that last night when we were talking. I'm on Mama's side on the ferret.
She's listening.
I know she is. That's why I said it.
So, what you think about what we played today, Georgie? What you think about everything that we read?
I can't with these people. Like, how can he, as a freaking, claims to be an attorney, honestly believe him paying Landon for that shit is not bribery? I don't. Oh,
yeah.
Dear God.
It's bribery when Jeremy does it, if Jeremy does it, but it's not bribery when he does it. How does that work? It's
even worse that he does it because he's the damn attorney on the case. Like, exactly. It blows my mind how stupid that side is. Oh, and let's not forget all the fake freaking YouTube accounts they're making, pretending to be each one of Lynette's family members.
Right. Nah, don't start, Wise Angel. No, she ain't even getting one ferret, let alone two. No. That ain't happening.
Wise, my ferret has been by himself since he was 2 weeks old. He is perfectly fine. Do I want another one? Yes, absolutely I do. But he entertains himself just fine. He's perfectly content with the cats. He thinks he's one of the cats.
Bluebird's in there sulking.
Why?
I messed up. Well, he's in there eating. Okay, I thought he was sulking. He's eating. I got the light on in the living room again today because it's overcast outside. So they've been spending most of their time in there today, not with me. So anyway, hey, everybody in chat. I do have a video coming out tonight. It's set for premiere to come out 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's on the Chickies. So go over, hit the little notification thing so it will remind you that the video comes out, and that way you'll get notified. Mama asked me this morning why I didn't upload the video. And I said, well, I did. I set it for a premiere, trying to test to see how many people show up at that time of an evening. So that gives you and I an idea of,
Streaming.
okay, streaming at night. I set it for 6 just to check it out. But yep. All right, girly girl. I think I'm gonna get off of here for today. We've been going for
2 hours and 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah. Unless you've got anything else to add, we'll stay as long as you want to talk.
I have one of them headaches today where I just want to curl up in bed. That's why I've not been all here this morning. I have one of them headaches that goes from the back of my neck up behind my ear to the front.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about the new circles here on YouTube or on Restream? I like them.
Well, I told Mike last night when we were playing with him that when it's just 2 circles, it looks like boobies.
But I do like them. It cuts down on you don't have a bunch of dead space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where when it's just regular, it's set up regularly. It's just you have so much to the sides that are just dead air. I like it. I like it a lot. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Right. And it shows more of the background. Right, Spawn, you're right. Shows a little bit more of the pretty stuff. Oh, remember I was telling you about the inlays? I think I was talking to you about that. I didn't even notice it till this morning when I was watching Mike's stream from last night where he popped up the eagle overlay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what those people were doing. They were making overlays to crop out all of the black where it basically looked like it does right now, but they were using overlays to do it.
You can do the same thing like Mike was doing last night.
Yeah. I just noticed that when he was on live and he popped that overlay up there. How about Santa? Yeah, there's Santa. How about this one? What's that one look like? I don't like that one. And we pretty much covering up the snowman. How about the stars?
Those are Christmas lights.
Christmas lights. What's that? That's probably that's somebody's country. That ain't our.
That's Ukraine.
That ain't our country, so it's going bye-bye. Oh, there we go.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Or we could do this right here. Yeah, that's okay too. I'll go back to the wreath, or whatever the hell it is. So that's a wrap, chat.
Well, the chat likes it.
Yeah, I like it. It, like I said, you don't have a bunch of dead air. And I really like the way it puts up like the pictures and stuff. You know, it crops it round instead of that sharp corners on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love your screen setup. Looks so good. All right. And as the future unfolds for us, things will be upgrading down the road.
For both of us.
Yes. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice.
I'm probably going to get my screen tomorrow, hopefully.
Your screen?
Yeah. I already have the tower.
Oh, the hubby's system.
Yeah, he decided he's just going to give me his.
Oh, what's wrong with the monitor you have right now?
I don't have a monitor.
So how are you on?
I have a computer and he has a computer.
Right.
I have the all-in-one HP.
Oh, you've got one like Mama's got where it's the computer and the monitor and everything together.
All built into one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Mama's got. Hers is sitting over on the desk.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
And his screen, he had a Samsung curved screen, but it's the one Landon broke. So I gotta get a new screen so I can have his tower.
Now, your little desk there that you're operating on right now, you can't get a big giant screen, can you? Or are you just going with like a 22 or 23 inch, whatever?
Whatever I get's being mounted on the wall.
Oh,
I got an L-shaped desk, but I have my
right,
sublimation stuff set up on it too.
right.
So I'm just gonna mount the TV screen on the wall, and then everything else will be down on the desk. It'll make much more room on the desk.
See, the way my setup is now, I want to take this shelf off because this shelf over there, it comes down to about, oh shit, I don't know. It's probably only about 18, 19 inches from the desk to the bottom of the shelf. And right in the center is where it's cut out for the monitor. So if I wanted to put a bigger monitor beside this one, I can't. But I don't want to take the shelf off because then I lose my LED lighting that's right up there.
Yeah.
Yep, right up there. And that LED lighting, see, this is, if I turn it off, oh, see, it's got me completely red now. I use that for my face, so I'm not looking like a true Satan. But anyhow,
No, the way we have our stuff set up, like currently right now, I'm sitting directly in front of the window and I can see out and work at the same time.
gotcha.
So all I'm gonna do is turn it around from one side of the L shape and just put my keyboard and stuff facing the wall and put my computer screen on the wall instead of in front of the window.
The way I used to have this set up, you had the wall there was my desk was facing that wall, and then you could see behind me over there, but that's Mama's side of the office, and I'm not cleaning all that up and fixing that all up again. That's a lot of stuff. Plus my lasers over there, and it's just all a big catastrophe. I like my backdrop going down that side of the wall is all windows, and then right behind me is all windows. That's why I like the backdrop, because then you're not just looking at all gray curtains.
Yeah.
Oh, I did take the corner back there that's the side wall and the front wall. I did take that whole corner and put shelves, and they've got all my gnomes on it. My evil gnomes. I've got my favorite gnome that's doing that. Oh yeah, I'll grab him real quick. Oh, what?
That thing, the finger that the fleas were whining and crying about last night.
Jeremy's finger?
No, they're sitting over there telling people that Madam Mayor and Brett flipped off Lynette.
HG, yeah, I heard about that. Not out of them, but you tell me the story.
That's it. They're just telling lies on Madam Mayor and Brett. And then Fat Boy was sitting in the chat telling them, "Oh, well, Radis didn't show up. He must be scared of me."
Scared of who?
Biscuit Boy.
Why would Radis show up?
Exactly.
And Fat Boy TC ain't nobody scared of that piece of shit.
Ain't that the damn truth?
What's he gonna do? Beat you with his belly? I mean,
or eat him?
Yeah, he's nothing. He's a big nothing burger.
Mm-hmm.
He better be worried about his pedo dad getting out of jail.
That's any day now, isn't it?
Exactly. I think he might already be out. I think it was like the 12th, wasn't it?
I don't know. There's my birds.
Yeah,
They
there
came
they
back.
are. Yeah. There's the blue man. He does, with it red like that, it's kind of hard to see him. So, yeah, reconnect. All right. I'll change it to bam. Well, it's still not quite bright enough, but that's all right. There. Oh, shit. That's like the sun in here now. No. We don't need that.
Landon, don't even think about it. He keeps ripping my stockings down. You keep on, Santa Claus ain't gonna come see you. Krampus will come see you.
Krampus. Oh, did you watch the trailers on the Jack Black movie I was telling you about? Satan Claus?
No.
Dear Satan. Oh, they'll think of anything. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a comedy movie, but I don't know. Just comparing Santa Claus to Satan is just, to me, sacrilege.
I mean,
I don't get it. But I guess there's Santa Claus movies have been played out. They had to come up with something new. Yeah, you guys can actually see my neckline now. If I get the microphone out of my mouth. What the world? All right, Days. There's cords down there. You're not yanking my head out. All right, girl. I think I'm going to call it on this one for today.
okay. We get off here. I'm gonna lay down.
All right, give them your spiel.
Oh, remember, guys, you're one of a kind, and never let anyone dim your light. Love y'all.
All right, guys and gals, you have been awesome today. Sure glad you stuck around while I butchered that video. You guys all know we've got the social media sites up down below in the description box. Come over and join us on one of them, all of them, or none of them. It's entirely up to you. And with all that being said, old Coop's going to say, Coop out.